Hey guys, True here. Just making an update video to my DPMS Oracle. I got it a while back, and I've done quite a few modifications to it to make it tuned into the project that I really wanted it to be. Now I'm pretty much at the end of my project. I'm done pretty much. Anything else that would be going on this rifle would just be extra weight, stuff that I don't need, stuff that is just not necessary. Now, as you'll notice, there are quite a couple differences if you compare this video with when I first got it and just the bare bones stuff that I put on it. I invested quite a lot of time and money into upgrading it to what I want. Now, keep in mind that this loadout is not always what is on the gun, it's just everything that I have done to it. Now, if I am, going somewhere where I need to hold the gun, have it strapped to my shoulder, and I need to be hiking for a long time, I obviously won't bring the light unless I'm going to be going into the night. If it's just daytime shooting, I'll take that off. I got rid of the pressure switch because it's really more for tactical use, and this gun currently is more of a hunting / sporting range rifle than anything else. Now, to go through what I have done to the gun, I'll just go ahead and jump into it. Now, it did come for $69.99. I got it on a doorbuster sale with this Yankee Hill free floating, completely free floating, that is. It doesn't attach with screws. It attaches to the D-ring. It's a free floating quad rail. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but it's with spec aluminum, so it actually, for quad rail weight, it does pretty well. I do have the M-bus, Magpul M-bus flip-up sights, as you can see, and the back one, which is currently covered by the magnifier. I did get an EOTech EXPS3, which is the regular reticle, with GG&G scope covers for that. I am doing one more thing, which is going to be upgrading this magnifier. Now, this magnifier it's a cheap replica. It's a knockoff. It was only $100, and it actually works very well. The magnifier works great, except for it was a little bit out of line. I had to do some modifications to it in order for it to line up straight. The main reason why it's terrible is this mount, this flip to side mount right here. It doesn't stay very still. As you can see, it wobbles. It's not consistent. It doesn't have a very positive lock. I'm just saving up money for an aim point. I'm gonna get the twist off aim point to replace that. I did, however, try the sight mark one, the sight mark slide to side, and let me put this back on the tripod so I can show you. Now, I didn't like this because once you get it mounted, it does lock into place. Now, when you slide it to the side like that, and then you slide it back up, it locks into place. You can hear that lock, but it wiggles like this, which I don't like. I like my optics to be firm, not moving, centered, zero, always on target. That way you don't have to fiddle around with it in case you're in a situation where you have to take that shot fast and you need magnification. So I did keep the mount just in case. I bought another optic, like a magnifier, and a 30mm one, and I just wanted to mount it up there to test it out. It does sit it in the center. It just wobbles a little bit. So as for this one, I got it quite firmly on there. And I do like the flip to side feature. It's just a cheap mount, so it's not as good as something like an aim point. So that I will be replacing, but otherwise this project is pretty much complete. So other modifications I've done is I got a, let's see here, I'll keep this on the tripod actually. I got a, I'll give you a close-up of it. It's a, it's a Mako, their second generation bipod foregrip. It's a G2. It's the top of the line in their series because it has, you can rotate 45 degrees in each way when it's in the bipod position. I'll show you that here. So when the gun is mounted like this, you can turn it 45 degrees either way with the bipod sitting still. And there is a cant, which I don't like. Like, honestly, canting from left to right this little bit is not going to make a difference. And honestly, all it's going to do is mess up your shot, I think, you know, because when you're holding still like that, you have the chance to wobble. Now, I have noticed when shooting it, you know, it doesn't actually wobble very much. There is a pretty consistent middle-centered feeling as long as you can hold your rifle straight. Other than that, I have gotten of course I use P-mags, as you can see down here. I love the windowed P-mags, they're my favorite. And I've got a Magpul, what is it called? MP2? Anyways, it's their second generation sling, the one with the Magpul dynamic sign right here. I'll put it in annotation what the exact name is. I forgot what it is. MS2, that's what it is. It's an MS2. 3-point sling. It works very, very well. Or a two-point or single-point sling, excuse me. And this right here adjusts the length, so you can easily pull it tight or pull it loose like that. It's a great sling. And then if you wanted to move from single point adjustment to double point, you can just unclip this portion right here and then clip it onto a front clip, which mine isn't a base M4, so it doesn't have the triangle on the top of the gas block with the standard rail clip there, sling clip there. So I just use the single point, and it works great, so I have no complaints there. And I got the Magpul ASAP sling adapter, which was really hard to install, honestly, because you know, these are the crescent wrench that I got wasn't very good to get this buffer tube nut off, and they're sealed on there pretty tight. If you've ever put a sling adapter on there, you know what I'm talking about. They're quite a beast to get off initially. But once it's off, it's good. I don't feel that I need to lock it in like it was before. That's a little bit too extreme for me. I just think screwing it tight is good enough. I haven't changed the stock at all. It's just the DPMS. It's their top of the line stock. I might get a Magpul Mo stock on it. That's the only other addition that I might make on it. But otherwise, this gun is pretty much complete. And this light up here is a 120 lumen. It's pretty bright with a laser attached to it. Honestly, I don't use the laser that much. It's pretty much just the light that I use on there. Otherwise, the EOTech has been great. I've loved this. GG&G scope covers, I think, are a must for these because EOTech doesn't make any, so they're a great aftermarket addition. The magnifier, like I said, I'm going to replace with an aim point. The reason I got it is because we're going coyote hunting here shortly, so I'm going to need something to magnify my shot, and I got it zeroed in this weekend because I moved the EOTech forward with the magnifier, and it works really well for a cheap knockoff. But that will be being replaced. So other than that, that's how the gun has been upgraded. the M-bus sights are zeroed in, and the clearance right there is great. So they are co-witnessed with the XPS sight. As you can see, they line up. I'll give you an angled view here. As you can see, it's co-witnessed. You can't really see the front sight through there, but I promise you it does line up. Let me fold the rear sight down so you can see the front co-witness. You can see it's co-witnessed right there with the front sight. And then also the magnifier. I don't know if you can see the magnifier, but it is centered, and it does help for those long range shots to make sure you hit stuff. You can make sure by looking through the magnifier you can see the point of impact and everything, so it does help, and it does increase your range as far as being able to see exactly where that dot hits. And as you guys know, the EOTech is parallax free, so no matter where the dot is, as long as you get that reticle on the point, it will hit it. So, which is the good thing about red dot sights. So, even so, the range on this is still only, I'd say, 300 yards max. You know, especially with that red dot sight being not a scope and everything. 300 is pushing it. 200 is probably the best, most optimal scenario that you'll be seeing there. But yeah, I figured I'd just give you an update video on my pretty much finalized project for my DPMS Oracle. I really enjoy it. I love this gun. It still has not malfunctioned once on me. Like I said in previous videos, I do keep it lubricated, and I do use only brass ammunition with this gun. Use tool ammo with my AK. I have used quite a couple boxes of tool ammo, steel cased, just to see how it would function, and it didn't jam, but it does, you know, since steel doesn't expand as fast, does cause a lot more dirt to get in there and just more work for me to clean, and I like to keep this gun clean. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll give you some more close-ups here. See how the front looks. And then, whoa, sorry, go over to the optics right there. PMag. I love the pistol grip and the trigger grouping. It came stock, and it feels great. I think I'm going to leave that like that, and there's the stock that I might switch out for a Mo, like a Magpul Mo stock. But otherwise, I'm pretty much done. Quite satisfied with myself with this project. It's been quite a lot of money, as all AR projects are, but I think it's where I want it to be. It's hit that sweet spot, and yeah, that's really all I have to update about. Peace out, guys. Like and subscribe as always. Thanks. Peace.